How can you break the cycle of starting strong and then slipping back, falling back into your old habits? Plenty of times, myself, a lot of people I know, we've been going through that kind of cycle. We find some change that we want to apply in our life, some thing that we want to apply in our life, for example, healthier lifestyle. We start strong, we've been motivated, pumped up, keeping to that lifestyle. We hold to the nutrition plan, we go to the gym, we do everything what was necessary. We starve ourselves if that was necessary as well. However, after a few days, sometimes weeks, you get unmotivated. There is like one day that you don't feel like it, or you not really want to do anything, and you just say, it's just one day. Isn't it? How many of you done the same? How many of you, after this day, were like, well, it was one day, so maybe it's not worth it, maybe I cannot do it. This kind of like common struggle. We get excited, but when the excitement fades off, we just get unmotivated and we start to falling back into old habits. So how can you create this kind of good new habit? I'm sure you've seen plenty of that kind of videos. How can you do this? Plenty of that kind of materials. Maybe you've seen, maybe you read, maybe you watch any tutorials how to do it. So I'll be very quick. The thing is that the motivation don't happen at itself or on itself. The motivation don't last for long. And when the excitement fades off, it's very easy to just one day, then another, and go back to your old habits. To actually, this new habit to stuck with you, there is one thing that you can do. There's plenty of things, but one thing that I'm sure it will help you. Or maybe, okay, let's say two things. The first one I've heard recently, and it's something that I've always kind of instinctively was doing. It's the guy who explained this said, when you want to start some new habit, for example, exercising every day, don't start going to the gym, signing off, or planning to get all the gear for running or whatever. Don't do this. No. It's forbidden for you to do this. The thing he wants you to do, or he advises you to do, is to plan 3 days, just 3 days in a week, when you can, for 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes, do this exercise or running or whatever you planned. Just 5 minutes, no more. I'll say, plan all week, but 5 minutes. Exactly 5 minutes every day, if you want to start new habit. And be consistent with that. I'm sure you can find 5 minutes to do some activity, or to whatever is the new habit you want to pick it up, to do it for 5 minutes. It's easy to find 5 minutes. The thing here is, after a while, you will notice that this 5 minutes is not enough for you anymore. Still, hold in your mind that you will do it just for 5 minutes. Every day, but just 5 minutes. Even though that you will increase the time and start doing it for longer. Going back to this exercise example, you will start exercising for 10 minutes, 15, 20, half hour. But in your mind, in your calendar, book the 5 minutes for that. Every day, 5 minutes. Because then, when it comes that hard day, where you don't feel like it, do it. It's easier to convince yourself, oh, I will do just this 5 minutes. Instead of saying, geez, I have to go and do like 45 minutes. Nah. If you have in back of your mind that you have to do like 45 minutes because you get to this point, it's easy to just say, no, not today. But if you have in back of your mind, just 5 minutes, I can do it. Isn't it? It's easier this way. The second tip I have for you is to change this habit. So whatever you do, like with this exercising, for example, when you have that 5 minutes timer for your exercises, let's say you wake up in the morning, you do your business in the bathroom, and then you prepare some beverage, coffee, tea, whatever. Spend this 5 minutes when the water is boiling. Spend this 5 minutes to do some exercises. This way you know, oh, this is my habit. I'm doing this every day. I'm doing my coffee or my tea every day, right? So when I'm doing this coffee, I will also, for 5 minutes, exercise. Create that kind of chain sentence in your head. When I do this, then I will do that as well. This way, you memorize this. You enforce that in yourself to do it. Remember that transformation doesn't happen overnight, and it's not something that will happen when you will have that outbursts of energy and motivation and do straight away strong actions and all that kind of thing. It won't happen this way. The progress, the transformation is happening when you have really consistent habits. Only this way. When you're consistent with your habits, your body, your mind needs to adapt over time to all of this, what you want new introduced to your life. Another thing I will suggest you, kuda. Another thing I'm suggesting you to have some kind of tracking of that progress. Either in the notebook or some app where you consistently just ticking off, I've done it. Or on the fridge, put a calendar on the fridge and mark it every day. I've done it. Seeing this, it's already a motivation for you. You're building that motivation for yourself. You inspire yourself. And also, every time you do this, you achieve your success, you practice your new habit, reward yourself. Even just pat yourself on the back. I don't know what's going on with my English today, but anyway. Choose one habit. That's the challenge for you now. One little habit that you always wanted to introduce in your life. Shrink it, cut it off, squeeze it to the smallest form you can. Literally to 5 minutes. No more. 5 minutes. And then do it. Every single day. Do this 5 minutes. And see how your life changes. How your life transforms. And I know, You might say, yeah, still this 5 minutes. What if I sleep off? This is a part of the process. It just happened. I remember when I started my journey with my coach, my personal trainer, he was trying to force me to do every day 8,000 steps at the beginning. I told him straight away, I'm not able to do it. Amir, I'm not able to do that. Then, over time, I've built this habit that I've started doing it. However, there is one day in the week where I'm not able to get this 8,000. And for some time, I was just like, I fail again. But then I realized, that's no point. I can beat myself up. What's the point of this? The thing is, during this day, I have so many other physical activities that are not going into my count, my step count, but still I'm moving myself. This is what is important. And secondly, I've started to teach myself that it is okay. It's just one day where I'm getting like 5 or 6 or 7,000, but it's okay. I learn that I can do more steps during other days. This is just one day where I'm not able to do it, and that's okay. So if you will sleep up with your habit, it's okay. It's okay to have this kind of bad days. Just remember, keep moving forward. Dust yourself off if you fail. Dust yourself off. Get up and move forward. Because you can do it. And you deserve to be better. You deserve to have better life. You deserve to create this habit. And I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you. And from this place, as always, I wish you many blessings. My English today.